The purpose of this lesson is to understand another set of media measurement called coverage and composition. Just like a few others that you've learned, these are two companion statistics. You will find that the formula for ratings and coverage sounds suspiciously the same, and technically they're calculated the same way. It is a matter of context of discussion and analysis. After you finish this video lesson, you will be able to identify the concept of coverage and composition, calculate coverage and composition, explain the application of coverage and composition, and explain how to read and report coverage and composition in a media document. So let's start with the basic terminology you need to understand this lesson. Coverage or audience coverage is the percentage of the population that might be exposed to a particular medium. Composition is the breakdown or makeup of that audience. In other words, are they male, females, age breakdown, etc. In media, the word coverage can mean a number of different things. Generally, it is used to describe the percentage of population that might be exposed to a medium or a program vehicle or campaign, etc. Remember that when we are talking about exposure to the commercial itself, these measurements generally tell you exposure to the medium or media vehicle and not necessarily to the advertising message per se. Composition is often a companion measure with coverage, just like reach and frequency or ratings or impressions. Coverage and composition is like thunder and lightning. When you see one, you may hear the other. While coverage describes a percentage of the target population that might be exposed to a media vehicle, composition tells you the makeup or breakdown of that audience. The application of the coverage and composition audience measure works across any medium, and in media, we use both measures to help us identify the best media for an advertising campaign. Coverage helps us determine the potential size of the audience we might expose the message to or within, and composition helps us understand that audience better and minimize waste. Always remember, we're in the waste management industry, meaning that we have to understand our media choices in order to reach as many of the target audience as possible and no one else. Any wasted effort or unintended exposure hitting the wrong audience is technically wasted money. And we don't want to do that, especially when it's your client's money or your company's money. As a side note, in television, coverage is also used to mean the geographical area where that signal for the station reaches. Okay, let's start. So let's go with the calculations, and again, refer to the PowerPoint. So first of all, let's understand coverage. Okay, so let's consider this example showing readership for two publications, Glamour and Cosmo magazine. So let's look at the numbers so we understand the lay of the land. Let's calculate coverage specifically only for Glamour magazine. So the formula for coverage, let me put the formula here, is calculated by taking the total demo audience divided for that particular media, divided by the universe of the demo and multiply times 100. So it's demo divided by universe of the demo times 100. So let's look specifically at Glamour's women publication, which is women 18 to 24. So our demo is going to be women 18 to 24. So we're going to be looking specifically for that. So here in this example, let's say that women 18 to 24. So let's say that is readership. Women 18 to 24 that reach, and here we're talking specifically about Glamour magazine. So let's say that readership of women 18 to 24 is 1,943. So it means that 1,943 women 18 to 24 read Glamour magazine. The universe, again, remember, the universe for this market for women 18 to 24 is, so let's put it here, is, see, 12,404. So that's the universe. Now, you take the number of women 18 to 24 that reach Glamour, which is 1,943, divided by the universe of women 18 to 24, and so it's 1,943 divided by 12,404, which is the universe of women 18 to 24, times 100, and that gives you a coverage of 15.66. So again, this is a percentage. So what this means is that Glamour has the potential to reach 15.66, almost 16% of all women 18 to 24 in this market. Again, remember, taking the readership of women 18 to 24 in the market divided by the universe of women 18 to 24 in the market times 100, that means that Glamour magazine has the potential to reach almost 16% of all women 18 to 24 in this market. So let me erase this and let's go to the next calculation of composition. So now for composition, the formula for composition is calculated dividing the women 18 to 24. So let me put readership of Glamour. We're still dealing with Glamour. Readership of women 18 to 24, right? Divided by total readership or total audience for that particular. So you take the demo divided by the total audience for that particular media vehicle times 100. So here, let's look at the numbers. So here, women 18 to 24 that read Glamour magazine is 1,943. So that means, again, remember, it's the same number that we use for coverage. So 1,943 women 18 to 24 read Glamour. And the total readership or audience of Glamour is 6,588. So this is the total readership, which, by the way, includes everyone who reads Glamour magazine. So now you take the number of women 18 to 24 that read Glamour magazine divided by total readership times 100, and that gives you 29.49. So 29.5. Again, this is another percentage. What this means is that out of all the adults who read Glamour, 29.5 are women 18 to 24 in this market. Now, let's look at how do you report these results, right? Let me erase this here so you don't get confused with the numbers. So technically, and let me write them down. And again, we're only looking at Okay, let me change colors. So what this means is that, let me, what does it say? 15.7 and composition is 29.5. Okay. So now let's report these results. Now for coverage of the population of women 18 to 24 in this market, Glamour's covers or reaches 15.7 of them. For composition, 29.5 of all the Glamour readers are women 18 to 24. Now work out the calculation and coverage for the other magazine, which is Cosmo, in this video lesson, and keep practicing so you can get the hang of it. Now, let me say one last thing. Coverage technically covers, out of all those women 18 to 24 in this market, how many can we reach? Okay, so with coverage, you're looking outside. Out of all those women 18 to 24, how many read Glamour? Now, composition means that out of our own readership, out of Glamour's own readership, which includes women older than 24, maybe some younger than 18. We're looking specifically at the demo. So total readership means everyone, even some men, right? So anyone that reads Glamour is the total readership or total audience for that particular media. Now, out of all the readers, how many are women 18 to 24? Always remember, with coverage, you go to the universe. Out of all those women 18 to 24, how many can we have with this medium? When you're looking at composition, which you're looking at their audience particularly, out of all those women, or out of all the readerships, how many are women 18 to 24 in this case? So remember, composition, you look within; coverage, you look outside. Out of everyone in the market, how many is the demo? Composition is out of the entire audience of that particular medium, how many, what percentage is this particular demo that we're looking at. So keep practicing so you can get the hang of it, and I'll see you in the next video lesson.